Ahead on Fishing Australia, part 2 of our Groot Eylandt adventure. It's Australia's 4th largest island and presides over an archipelago of more than 40 others in the Gulf of Carpentaria. Just a short flight from Darwin to the east of Arnhem Land, Groot Eylandt is a diverse and unexpected paradise. The island is the gateway to more than 300 square kilometres of exceptional fishing environments, from dazzling blue water to reef and estuary. And while the island's angling adventures are some of the best I've seen in the tropics, visitors here are equally enchanted by Groot's luxurious resort. Groot Eylandt Lodge is a 25-hectare beachfront property featuring a range of first-class accommodation, restaurant and bar, pool and health spa, and so much more. Whether you're a couple looking for a unique getaway, or a group or corporate gathering, Groot Eylandt Lodge has everything you need. For more information about bookings and planning your great Groot adventure, go to the website grooteyelandlodge.com.au. And when you've had enough of simply relaxing or exploring the island's nature and culture, you can do what I'm doing. Nick Darby is Groot Eylandt's fishing guru and operates a wide range of tailor-made charters and tours from the lodge. I'd already spent a couple of days with Nick fishing the turquoise waters and experiencing the stunning scenery, the likes of which I've rarely seen elsewhere. And it was time to do it again. Groot's long behind us now. We've come about an hour and a half, say north-northwest-ish, across the Gulf waters here to a spot. Nick, where are we?
Yeah, so Rob, we've taken advantage of the stronger southeasterly this morning, kept it behind us, and we've ended up behind an area of Isle of Water and a smaller island called Morgan. So we're going to move in a bit closer in a minute.
Yep.
And sand out some bait and fish and drop a few jigs and bait down and see how we go.
Sounds like a great plan. Show us the way. Good. That didn't take long. I'm not risking the sharks this time. What do we got? Oh,
Nice golden snapper.
Nice golden snapper. Yes. You ripper. I'll just lift him straight up. Nick, you want to?
Yeah, I'll trace him.
Oh, you got him?
Yep.
The bail arm. Beautiful first-class table fish, that one. Bring him up here, mate. Look at that. Got him there. Common catch here, mate.
Yeah, very common. Yeah.
Got another name due to that patch on their tail?
Yeah, the finger mark.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's that
So,
mark you can see there.
Very nice on the dinner plate.
Yeah, and he'd be that sort of 45, 50 centimetre mark.
Yep.
5 minutes in. Worth the trip over here, mate.
Absolutely.
We get her off and back down. Got him? On your neck. Get over here, mate. I'll get mine up. Let's just swing around to your left if you can. What do you got? Oh, a little golden. It's still all right.
Snapper.
Yeah. Swing around to your left, mate. Have a look at him. Beautiful table fish. And like you've said, the fisheries encourages it to keep them rather than sort of catch and release too much in the deeper water because of the barotrauma. But look at that beautiful table fish there, mate. Your customers are going to usually expect plenty of these, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And with the added bonus of taking them back for it's the restaurant for a feed.
Yeah, absolutely. How could you go wrong? Still to come on Fishing Australia. Groot Eylandt! We got ourselves some wow fish. I'm exploring the waters of Groot Eylandt, just off Arnhem Land in the Gulf of Carpentaria. With me is fishing guide Nick Darby from Groot Eylandt Lodge, a luxury wilderness resort that's been my base for the past few days. We're about an hour's boat ride from the lodge, taking in yet another pocket of an abundant fishery stretching some 300 square kilometres. Okay, Nick, pop on over, mate, and just tell me a little bit about where we are here. I can see that it's only about 15 foot deep and I can see there's fish on the sounder, so maybe make it quick. Where are we?
We've just shifted slightly north of Morgan, so we're basically on the northwest tip of Eylandt.
Okay. You have a lot of pretty productive fishing grounds that aren't too far apart.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So far, we'd caught some excellent queenfish, GT, nanagai and golden snapper, but the fishing was about to get even better. Running around like a big jewie.
Yeah, it's looking good.
What's that motor there? Hiding under the boat here. What do we got? Hey! Hey! Okay, I'll take my time here now. Okay, can't see any sharks, just back off here. All right, come into the net, baby. You! Groot Eylandt. We got ourselves a wow fish. That is a cracking black jewfish. Let's get her up and have a look. How good is that? How good is that? Nick, just quickly, what do we do with a fish like that, mate? Obviously great tucker, but...
I think we might swim this one and let him go.
Yeah. You just hear for a second, hear that clunk, clunk? That's why their relative's called croaker, but yeah, let's get this big baby back in the water.
Very well done, mate.
The boat's in gear, I'll clip her off. Bit of a dive there. There we go. You! And I'll tell you what, the great thing here, fishing in shallow water, when you bring the fish up off the reef, particularly fish like jewfish that can be a little bit susceptible to barotrauma, that means their bladder blows up and they can't get back down. You don't have that problem in the shallows here.
Absolutely not. No, they release very well.
All round fantastic. I'm pretty cranked with that, mate.
Let's get back into it.
Look at the smile. Look at that smile. Let's go. Got it. Got it. Oh, there you go. It didn't take long. It's not big, whatever it is. What do we got? Aha, little nanagai. Beautiful little fish. They're not big ones, but in shallow water like this, and the rules say that you can take them. So we'll keep one of these guys. Or the other thing we may do is just keep it in a live well for a little bit, because if you let them go, they can spook the school and take the school with them. So this is the nanagai. You're going to get a ride in the live bait tank. Not to be outdone, it was the Groot guru's turn to reel in some colour. Oh, ripper on the jig.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just get you to grab the trace there.
Look at that. Great work. And once again, we'll
watch the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to see fish like that coming in 15, 20 feet of water.
Yeah.
So close to an island.
Yeah.
On a jig.
Yeah.
Good work. It had been a great little session, but it was time to move on and see what else was about. Groot Eylandt's fishing grounds are a rich marine environment that offer a wide range of angling adventures. For more information about charters and tours, and for booking your stay at the island's amazing resort, go to the website grooteyelandlodge.com.au. And you can keep up with all the action, adventure and excitement from our travels by going to the fishingaustralia.tv website. You'll find tips to help you land that dream catch, plus info about our destinations. And make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Next on Fishing Australia, oh yeah, Nick. Just a short flight from Darwin, Groot Eylandt is a unique wilderness experience. From your base at luxury Groot Eylandt Lodge, all manner of fun and adventure await. Guests who seek a little more than just relaxing by the pool or enjoying the delights of the restaurant can head out and explore the nature and culture of this magical destination. Nick Darby is the Groote Eylandt Lodge's fishing guide and my host for this visit. When I looked at coming to Groote Eylandt, I really didn't know what to expect.
No, and neither did I, to be honest, Rob. When I first got here, I was quite fishing centric. You hear the stories.
Yeah.
But once you're here and you get to experience everything that Groot has to offer in respects to a bit of a modern facility touch.
Yep.
To give you the creature comforts. But the moment you step outside the resort, you're just in this raw country like Australia was, back 100 years ago. You can, like what's happened to us the last couple of days, we go for a drive or we put the boat in and we've got the whole place to ourselves. We're the only, we go down the boat ramp and then we're the only boat on the water.
There's a fair bit to explore here too. I mean, there'll be a lot you haven't seen yet.
Oh, absolutely. So to circumnavigate Groot is 400 plus kilometres, and I've only just scratched the surface.
I've got the feeling you're enjoying showing people around and doing a bit of exploring yourself.
Oh yeah, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
One of the cultural highlights is meeting some of the traditional owners and visiting ancient rock art sites. Another dimension to the traditional Indigenous culture can be found back at Groote Eylandt Lodge, where a wide variety of arts, craft and clothing are available. For more information about your Great Groot adventure, go to the website grooteeylandlodge.com.au. Back on the water, and we're just over an hour from the island. On the move, exploring yet another spot that makes up the 300 plus square kilometres of exceptional fishing here. We've moved a couple of kilometres along the island here to another spot that Nick's got, and it's about 16 foot deep. You can see we're quite close to this terrain here, and what we've got on the bottom is similar to that. We've got bits of sand, bits of rock, and usually the reef fish that we're targeting here, primarily the golden snapper or finger mark and the jewfish, they're around those rocks. However, we've seen some pelagics on the sounder as well, so a bit of a mixed bag. Just about to come over the spot here in a minute. And I've gone upwind of it and we're drifting over the top of it soon. As we drifted over, Nick and I lowered our lines, and in typical Groote Eylandt style, we were straight on. Yep.
Nice little golden snapper.
It's all happening here. What have I got? Oh, beauty! The big blue salmon. Yoo-hoo! The table fish just keep getting better. These guys have got some go in them. Oh yeah, Nick. There you go.
Very nice.
Thank you. What's that sinker flying around there everywhere? Geez, these guys are lively. Won't take a minute to settle down. I've powered him in on heavy gear. Come on, mate, settle down. Settle down. Ah, get on the tail. Gotcha. Beautiful blue salmon, and another classy table fish here. You do expect them in the shallows in the estuary, but nice to get one out on the reef as well. Oh, mate.
Good work.
Variety, eh?
Absolutely.
Ah, fantastic. We circulated and drifted, all the while keeping an eye on the sounder and the sea. Once again, another resident of this remarkable archipelago. What have we got this time? Estuary cod, gold spot. You get a lot of variety of cod up here, wouldn't you, Nick?
Yeah, that's the most common though.
Is it a gold spot? Or what do you call them up here? If I was in Queensland, I'd call that a gold spot.
Yeah, just a
garden variety.
Estuary cod, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's always a bit of a lucky dip.
They're actually not bad tucker, but I think we've got better, bigger fish today, so we'll pop him back.
Yep, sounds good.
The fishing tours from Groote Eylandt Lodge are exceptional and can be tailor-made to suit any level of experience. Just go to the website to discover more. Still to come, a change of pace. Yeah. Prime suspect. I'm at Groote Eylandt, just off the NT coast,
fishing the waters of an amazing archipelago in the Gulf of Carpentaria. With me is Groot Island Lodge fishing guide Nick Darby, and we're on our way back to the resort following a spectacular day on the water. As we near the lodge, we approach a spot that's proving hard to resist. So a quick stop so I can drop in my twitching lure to see what the vibrations pick up.
I don't think this is going to take long at all. It's a melting pot of a couple of different currents here, and it's a hive of activity. GTs, Queenfish, which are nicknamed Skinnies, and there's some big, there's a big one. Oh, there we go. Second cast, and bang. Oh, to be able to get this action so close to Groot Island, wow. I'm pretty sure this is a Queenie, judging by the strike, and you might even take to the air here in a second, who knows? But just fantastic sports fishing action. That's a nice sized Queenie. I've got him good. Nick, you can keep driving for a minute, mate. I've got this well and truly under control. I'll just grab her on the tail. There we go. You grab the lure there. Still got some energy. Got him. And there we go. Beautiful Queenfish. There's a twitching lure with a vibra strike in it, and I've re-rigged it with a single hook because there's a lot of fish. It makes it easy to release fish that I don't want, and it's safer for the angler that way. So you can re-rig the lures to suit what you want. And there's a beautiful Queenfish. And the lovely ladies back at Groot Island are going to be pretty happy with me.
This lure is proving to be irresistible. And if you'd like to give it a go, just call the 1300 number or go to twitchinglure.com.au and make sure you use the TFA code for free delivery. Another day and another dimension to the multitude of fishing options on offer at Groot Island Lodge. With fishing guide Nick Darby at the helm, our next spot was a significant departure from the deep blue of the past few days.
I'm so impressed with the amount of options there is here on Groot. Tell me a bit about this one.
Yeah, so we mixed it up a little bit different today, Rob. Change of pace.
Yeah.
So we come into one of the little estuaries around Groot. We've got many mangrove systems, so we, basically with a nice steady day, get you up on the cast deck and we'll flick some plastics under the mangroves and see what we can extract.
Yeah, beautiful calm conditions, I love it. Just drifted away from the mangroves for a minute, Nick, because it's still a bit high tide. It's still a bit high in the water, right?
It is, yeah. Yep, so we're just mucking around while we're waiting for it to drain out a bit.
Yeah, so the fish are right up in there because there's so much water?
Yeah, that's right, because we got like 6 feet just on the edge,
Yep.
let alone the depth leading in and under the mangrove system, so the fish push right up inside it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, most of them. There's a few out here, but as the tide drops, it should get even better as they're forced to come out. Bring him up here, mate. Beautiful little gold spot estuary cod. Very common catch in the tropics. Good tucker, but it'll get to go back.
Yep.
The bites just kept on coming, and the usual Groot Island suspects were on the end of the line.
You know, well, usually up in the creeks the fish aren't as big, but in the calm conditions and on the lighter tackle, the experience is just as good. This is a little GT. I thought I had a mangrove jack, only because there was a couple fish in the mix and they all chase this little popper out. I'll tell you what, look around you, it just ticks a lot of boxes. I might grab the net, mate, to be sure, yeah,
Yep.
just to be sure. Great fight on a sort of 3 to 6 kilo outfit. And there you go, it pays to mix it up. I'm throwing the surface lure around. Nick's got the popper. Just got him. Yeah, all right, here we go. They do have little sharp bits on their tail, but there you go. Little surface lure there, that's a little Bass Day sugar pen, but beautiful little fish in the shallows. And it'll get to go back, but I did see a trevally earlier on about 3 times this size. Up around that sort of 10, 15 kilo mark. And three times the size in length, I should say. Well over a metre. All right, lure out and back in.
Absolutely, let's go.
We drifted out of the estuary and back into a more open stretch of the passage.
Good fish.
this is yet. Put him out in the open though. Oh, what have we got? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh.
Prime suspect. Estuary cod. Yeah. It's an okay one too. Geez, good fun on the light gear, and I had to pull hard to get him off that coral. There you go. Oh, geez, another technique and another scenario that you can try up here at Groot. Across the coral and weed there into the mangroves. I'll tell you what, it's not lacking for a variety here, is it, mate?
No, plenty of species to choose from.
All right, we'll get him off.
Groot Island had been an amazing angling adventure, with no end to the fun and excitement of fishing such an abundant marine playground. For more about Groot Island Lodge, make sure you check out the website. Next time on Fishing Australia, we're on a very special mission.